AJP.
Hello everybody, this is AJP here, and this is just a quick little, just discussion about love and everything it has to do with that entailing. The reason I am even discussing love is, due to my recent trepidations, my previous relationship that I've gotten into. I've been in, very passionate relationships. I've been with people who are very romantic, people who are very toxic, people who have been very manipulative and take advantage and everything like that. I've seen an array of things, and This is not really like, a literary analysis or even a scientific analysis or anything like that about love and all that it entails. This is more so just my warning to people and hope that you don't fall for the same mistakes that I've made, and you don't, you don't fuck up as badly as I did. Love is not an addiction. Love is a fire. That's the main thesis and prognosis of what I'm talking about here. If I sound a bit sluggish, I apologize. I'm on medications now. Good old SSRIs, same things that killed David Foster Wallace. Well, not killed, but got addicted on. Bipolar and rage and issues. I'm not gonna pretend I was innocent in the relationship. I'm not gonna pretend I was a good person at all. I'm not a good person. I'm not even saying I'm gonna be a victim in this situation because, I have more power. I had more strength, and I acted pretty shittily. And I was aware of the warning signs, but I kept going back. I kept falling into the cycle of abuse and letting myself be abused and letting myself be treated this way. I didn't have a backbone. I acted like a simpering idiot. Because it's a common thing where we think love is self-sacrifice, love is unconditional, sort of giving. You're willing to do whatever you want with this person. You're willing to do what you can to have them and to protect them and to take care of them. But obviously my own folly was not realizing that's a very naive view on love. You really can't fix people, and that's something you have to learn really the hard way. Some people are just fucked up, and you can give them everything they want, you can give them everything they need, and you can be the hero that they need in that moment. You can be their angel. But the moment that well dries up and the moment that things stop having that romanticism, stop having that idealism, it's the moment you start having the actual truth of what a relationship is. And it's not all just a high. It's not all just this beautified utopos or anything like that. Proper love and healthy love is about conflicts and dynamics and being able to work with each other despite your issues and despite your problems and your scuffles and everything like that. It's not just this one-sided trepidation to where you have people really, just being always into each other and always having this romantic view of each other. You need to love a person for how they actually are, not what you think they can be, not what you think they are. And I know that seems like very clear, fucking advice and everything. Like, that's obvious. That's something that should be apparent to anybody with like a sense. But the more you realize that, the less, the more you insert yourself into a relationship, the more you get invested. It's just going to be guaranteed that these issues are going to arise and there's always going to be a conflict. But the important thing is that you completely understand and have this ability to really just understand that you should not really invest yourself into someone who just doesn't want to fix themselves. They expect you to do all the work, and they expect you to be their lapdog and just take care of them 20% of the time, 100% of the time. Like, that's not what a good relationship is. It's not taking care of a person. Yeah, it means, like, when they're sick or down on their luck or, not at their best, you're there for them. But it is a thing where you just gotta have to kind of realize that you don't deserve that treatment. Love is not an addiction. Love is not a drug. I used to view love like that. I used to view love like as a narcotic a bit, and that it was something that was exotic and, unbelievable, and the chemistry, when it hits just right, it hits fucking right. But that's not what love is. That's the furthest thing from what love is. Love is a fire. Love is a great hot blaze. And if you don't handle that fire correctly, it's going to burn you. But if you know how to guide it and know how to temper it and know how to be intelligent with love and be reasonable with love, and obviously love isn't reasonable, but if you are able to maintain that reasonable divination and that ability to really fix and attune yourself and have more of an external and an internal locus of control and not be so contained by that passion and that love, you'll be able to see through people's bullshit and you'll see what actual love is. And love is not what I went through. Love was not getting slapped, getting punched, getting kicked. It wasn't dealing with constant drug use and being screamed at and having to support them financially. It wasn't, raising two people that weren't even your own kids. And it wasn't being a hero in a situation. Being the hero is not what a good relationship is. There is such thing as selfish virtue, and people love a selfless person because a selfless person gives everything for other people, but other people do not give everything for the martyr. And I'm not saying I'm a martyr. I'm not saying I'm a great person or anything along those lines, but it's just, you can't expect people to be good in reverse. That's not how people work. People are selfish. People are very indignant and have no sense of ignominy. And it's always going to be some kind of issue or problem that's going to arise. And the reason I compare love to a fire, love to a flame, is that love really can be a beacon, it can be a source of hope, but inevitably it does get extinguished, and you do need to have to keep things burning to keep it, still flowing, still burning, still alive. Fire does die at some point, but if you know how to keep a fire going, you can spark it anew and give it new life, and that can be healthy. You can use it for cooking, you can use it for warmth, you can use it for hope, and at the same time you can light yourself on fucking fire because you don't know what you're doing. I am still young. I'm 21 years old. I'm very, very young. I have a very naive view of the world, and I had, unfortunately, a naive view of this person, and I thought they were different. I was a very misanthropic person. I was a very cynical and very selfish individual before I met her, and she did guide me into becoming more of a better individual. But I think I think it's time to understand that I am like anyone else, and I'm susceptible towards follies and shames and being manipulated and being used and being too nice as an individual. And I should notice red flags when they're present. Some people just know how to play people, and some people just know how to completely manipulate a person and just use them for their own ends. And this was that type of person, and I never thought they were, but I'm young, I'm stupid, and I know nothing, and that's one of the things that I need to learn. And people are worthless. Not in necessarily a Schopenhauerian causality, a will to life, or more or less a will to death, a Mainlandrian ethos and ethic and sense of view of everything. just a warning. Just really, if you feel and you can tell, I think it's a good point to where you should trust your instincts. And as much as you want to give that other person a chance, you should really focus on your own health and your own safety and your own need. And yeah, you want to be the hero in the situation, but there's just people you can't save, and there's people you just can't help, and they're never gonna be better, and they're just gonna repeat their cycles, and nothing cures them. That's life, and that's the way of things sometimes, and that's unfortunate. But you need to have a little cynicism alongside your romanticism. Anyways, guys, this was AJP, and I'm signing off. Let me hear about your guys' views on love, and yeah, it's been good talking with you guys.
The letters left unsent, 'cause it's